Over the last 30 days, I've been able to take a brand new Shopify store from 0 to 100 sales, and it is nowhere near as hard as you may think. You see, the problem is the majority of new Shopify store owners don't know these 3 Shopify principles that every 6 and 7 figure Shopify store uses. So in this video, I'm gonna walk you through step by step each principle so you can reach your first 100 sales in 30 days or less. Now, if you don't already have a Shopify store, make sure that you sign up using my code down below. Right now, Shopify is offering a super dope promotion where you can get a free trial plus 3 months for only $1 a month. You honestly can't beat that, so make sure that you sign up ASAP. Also, feel free to share your brand in the comments down below. This is a community where we show love and support each other. Now, principle number 1 is your product is everything. Have you ever been told about a super good restaurant and you finally decide to go check it out? But when you arrive, your spidey senses start to tingle a little bit. You start looking around and the restaurant looks super sketchy and run down. And you start to wonder to yourself whether or not you made a good decision to come here. But you said to yourself, you know what? I'm here now, screw it, my friends wouldn't lie to me. So you take the risk, you go inside and you order your food. The food arrives and you take that first bite and you are immediately lifted up to heaven. And boom, just like that, you found yourself your new favorite restaurant. You see, hole-in-the-wall restaurants only focus on one thing: the product. And without a good product, your Shopify store will fail. Your Shopify store doesn't have to have the best user experience or the coolest web design. People are way more forgiving if you have a product they really want or need. I see so many new Shopify owners waste hundreds of dollars on expensive themes or a web designer before they have even validated their product in the first place. So what I did with my time and resources instead before I launched my Shopify store was extensive product research, and I recommend that you do the same. Now, I have a full tutorial on this channel that goes over how to find winning products if you would like to check it out. But essentially, I made sure I found a product that had a really good profit margin, a product that I could market to a very big audience, and it provided some kind of value. When doing your product research, the product you find has to have all these attributes in place for your store to be successful. Now, I know other Shopify store videos will make it seem like you can find these products overnight. However, it really takes a lot of research and really knowing your industry you want to enter into to find a winning product. So the more time and effort you put into this phase of your store, the better results you will ultimately see. Principle number 2, you have to fly the plane while building it. When I was first getting started with entrepreneurship a few years back, my mentor said this quote to me, and at the time I was utterly confused and had no idea what the heck he was talking about. In my head, I was like, how can you possibly fly a plane while building it? Like, this isn't even possible, my guy. However, as I started down my journey of building businesses, I started to understand exactly what he was saying. In the context of your Shopify store, it really combats the perfectionist in you and honestly the perfectionism within myself. You have to come to terms with that your Shopify store is never going to be 100% completed, and there will always be things that you can work on and improve upon. Your store will always be a work in progress essentially, and so don't allow that to keep you from launching your store in the first place. Also, to be fair, being super nitpicky about every detail of your store is not going to make or break your sales in the grand scheme of things. In all of my stores, when I first get started, I use free themes and only the must needed amount of apps before I spend major amounts of time and resources on a store that may not even work in the long run. So here are some of the must apps that I use that you definitely want to install to reach your goal of 100 sales in 30 days. So the first one is OmniSend, and I use this for my email and SMS marketing. The second one is Reconvert. This will help you with your upsells and your cross-selling on your page. The third one is ShipStation, and it just makes shipping your products so much easier, especially if you're doing your own fulfillment. The fourth one is Smart SEO. It just helps with search engine optimization on your Shopify store. And the last one is Facebook and TikTok. This just allows you to sell your products on their platform, and you want to make sure that you add the Facebook and TikTok pixel to your Shopify store. Now, the great thing about Shopify is that there are plenty of apps that you can install that are actually extremely useful useful, but these are just the apps that I like to use and are my personal favorite. Now, the third principle is there is no such thing as bad press. You have probably heard this saying plenty of times, but I can bet you probably didn't think it applied to your Shopify store, did you? Now, the reason I want you to internalize this phrase is because you have to promote your Shopify store a lot, like as much as you can, and you can't be afraid to rub people the wrong way. You have to be shameless when it comes to promoting your Shopify store. People will unfollow you on social media or unsubscribe from your email list, or even go out of their way to leave mean and nasty comments underneath your social media ads. It is all a part of the game, and you have to get over it to grow. Now, for the marketing strategy that I put in place for this new store, I primarily promoted my Shopify store on Instagram. Now, the reason for this is because I did extensive market research on my target audience, and I knew the majority of my target audience was on Instagram. Because I knew this information, I really felt like this would be the best opportunity for my Shopify store to generate sales quickly and to scale. However, for most Shopify stores though, I would recommend that you start with TikTok, since you can definitely get a lot of reach and traffic quickly. Now, I have a full tutorial on my channel discussing how to market your Shopify store on TikTok if you want to check it out. So to get this store off the ground, I posted around 2 to 3 Instagram reels per day, showcasing the product and creatively showing its value. I also spent around $30 a day on Instagram ads as well. The Instagram ads themselves generated 61 sales, and the remaining sales came organically or from one of my abandoned cart emails. However, the ads played a big role in the overall sales in general. As this store starts to grow, I would definitely be implementing more of a multi-channel strategy in the future. So if you want me to show you how I start to build out the channels and the processes of it all, just let me know in the comments down below. Overall, by leveraging these 3 principles, I was able to reach 100 sales in 30 days, and you can too. The more effective you are at implementing these principles, the faster you will be able to see the results that you want. Now, if you want an in-depth walkthrough of the exact strategy I always use to scale my Shopify stores with Facebook and Instagram ads, make sure that you watch this video right here.